Hello dear student, welcome back. Let's begin the remaining topics of the chapter 5, the nomadic empire. In previous lecture we covered the topics like who are nomads, what type of lifestyle they used to live in, and who were those who rise in the form of big empire as nomads. They were Mongols. We read about and also discussed about the background of Mongols, what type of life they used to live. Also we saw some expeditions or kind of attack which they did towards the China, and due to that Chinese they built Great Wall of China, where we read about the importance of China Wall. And now today we are going to cover remaining topic Genghis Khan, his career and his campaigning along with the political and social administrative work done by him, and also after his death what type of situation remained in his past.
His army descended like a storm from an alien land. His warriors possessed astounding skills the world had never seen. His ambition knew no bounds. From the burning deserts to the frozen north, his army would unleash their fury across Asia and into Europe. In his name, they would conquer the largest empire in history. His name was Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan would become a legend in his own lifetime. For his Mongol warriors, he would be a hero. To his adversaries, he would be the rider of the apocalypse.
Children, let's talk about Genghis Khan and his career. This topic is very interesting. Please watch this video till end. And many questions comes from this topic, like what is the name of his father, what is the name of his mother, and what happened to his wife, and how long he expanded his empire. All these campaigning and questions are very important. Let us begin with the date of birth of Genghis Khan. Around 1162, near Onen River, presently Mongolia, is being assumed as the birthplace of Genghis Khan. His father's name was Yusugi, and it is being assumed that his father was murdered by another tribal community named Tatar, and you should remember the name of this tribe.
But a messenger will soon bring news that will change their lives forever. Temujin's father has been killed, poisoned in an act of revenge by an enemy Tartar clan. The boy must return to his people. But Temujin will return to an uncertain fate. Without his father, his family has no protection. They have been abandoned by their tribe, left to fend for themselves.
All the people had gone away, leaving only the mother and her sons. She was born of great courage. With a stick in her hand, she fed them by digging up roots.
So Tatar was the name of that tribal community which murdered Genghis Khan's father. Now mother, her name was Olin Ek. She was very bold lady. She took all her son and stepson boldly and nurtured nicely and taught them wonderful strategies of archery and fighting, so that she can prepare them for the revenge of her husband's murder. Now, Temujin was the pet name of Genghis Khan. As we all have our pet name at home, in the same way Genghis Khan is also called as Temujin. So sometime you might have seen while reading or writing in the question answers about Temujin. Do not get confused. It is the pet name of Genghis Khan. Next comes that his childhood was very pathetic. He never spent his childhood in very good way, or his life was with full of struggle. What happened to his childhood, that very young in age he was also being captured and being made slave for many years. It means he never enjoyed his childhood.
Temujin and his family are constantly hunted by his father's old enemies. Enemies eager to capture or kill their dead rival's eldest son. They hide in the forest, but even here, they cannot escape their pursuers. He is captured, bound, and brought to the camp of an enemy clan to live his life as a slave. Guarded, but Temujin's life will not be the life of a slave.
If I run for the woods, they will spot me, he thought to himself. So he went to the river, using his yoke as a float. But as Shogun Shira passed by the river, he saw Temujin lying there and spoke to him quietly. It's because you're a clever young man that they are afraid of you. They say your eyes contain fire, that your face fills with light. Just stay where you are. I won't tell them I've seen you.
So after releasing from that slavery, when he got married, soon after his marriage, his wife, whose name was Bruti, she was also being kidnapped. And he became very much frustrated and tensed. Now he went for a great expedition and took the revenge of his father's murder from Tatar tribe, and also in search of his wife, he across the world he traveled and discovered different places, it is being assumed. Let us see what happened at the end. Now let us talk about the second important topic, Genghis Khan and his campaign, which is very important and interesting part of this chapter. Towards the campaigning, first he defeated Jamaka. Jamaka is one of his old friend whom he used to treat it like a brother. Why he defeated Jamaka? Because after some time he became his enemy.
Jamuk, his blood brother from childhood, has also become a successful general. Their once close friendship has long since turned into bitter hatred and jealousy. Jamuk now assembles soldiers to fight against his former friend. With a blood sacrifice, they pledge their support to Jamuk, their new leader. Temujin is allied to Toril, the mighty leader of the Kirite tribe. In Toril's jealous son, Jamuk senses opportunity.
Now under his campaigning, the second one was attack towards the Tatar tribe. Children, you remember this Tatar tribe was that tribe which was responsible for the murder of his father. So after some time he defeated Tatar tribe and took the revenge of his father's murder and became more confident towards the expedition and wars. To see all these great events and adventure and victory, Mongol assembly, the assembly of Mongols, they decided to give him a title. And that title was the Great Khan of Mongol. So who achieved this title, the Great Khan of Mongol? He is Genghis Khan. And the name of that Kabila or the assembly of the Mongol is called as Kuriltai. Please remember this name. The assembly of Mongol is called as Kuriltai. And this Kuriltai only titled the Genghis Khan with the name the Great Khan of Mongol.
He is given a title nobody has been awarded before. Genghis Khan, the impetuous ruler.
Now after getting all this title and great name and fame, this Genghis Khan became more confident towards the war. Now his first campaigning was towards the China, attack towards China. He wanted to get all the resources from China because they were very much rich with that resources. For that he went for the expedition and many areas he captured. Towards the Samarkand, Bukhara and Nishapur, all these areas he covered and then moved towards the northern and eastern part of Russia. Thereafter he moved towards the India as well, but he could not reach inside India because the weather and the climate did not favor his health. Around 1227 Genghis Khan died. Now the complete adventurous history or the life of Genghis Khan get over here. It means the chapter of Genghis Khan ended till 1227. Now question comes that after his death, what happened to the big empire which was established by Genghis Khan, that Mongol empire? We will see in the next topic.
Now children, let's see Mongols after Genghis Khan's death. Mongol expansion after Genghis Khan's death into two distinct phases. The first, which spanned the year 1236 to 42, when the major gains were in Russian steppes, Bulgar, Kiev, Poland and Hungary took place. The second phase includes the year 1255 to 1300, led to the conquest of all the China, Iran, Iraq and Syria. Social, political and military organization of Genghis Khan was fantastic. The horse riding skill of Mongol and the Turk provided speed to the mobility of the army. Their ability as rapid shooting archer increased the strength of Genghis Khan. Mostly they carried their campaign during winters. Genghis Khan divided old tribal groupings and distributed their members into the new military unit. Genghis Khan assigned his responsibility of governing to his 4 sons. Also, Genghis Khan introduced the system of courier. During his campaign, agricultural land wasted and cities were destroyed and handicraft production disrupted. Trade and commerce reached its peak through Silk Route. For administrative regulation, he introduced Yasa, the code of law. Let's conclude about the chapter. When we remember Genghis Khan today, the only image that appears in our imagination are those of the conqueror, the destroyer of cities, and an individual who was responsible for the death of thousands of people. Many 13th century residents of town in China, Iraq and Eastern Europe looked at the horde from the steppes with fear and distaste. And yet for the Mongols, Genghis Khan was the greatest leader of all time. He united the Mongol people and freed them from the interminable tribal wars, and Chinese exploitation brought them prosperity. Let's solve some short questionnaires and do our self-assessment. Write the name of assembly of Mongol who titled Genghis Khan as the Great Khan of Mongol, Jamaka, Tatar, Kuriltai or none of these. Second question, in which year Genghis Khan died? 1223, 1127, 1200 1147 or 1232? Third question, what do you mean by Yasa? It is the lifestyle of Mongols, or Genghis Khan's code of law, or the way of taking taxes, or all of these? Answer all these questions to get your remarks. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, mention, comment, share the link and subscribe the channel by pressing bell icon for regular updates.